The rector of the Polytechnic, Professor Emmanuel Owusu-Marfo, has denied accusations by lecturers there that he breached procurement procedures to buy a Mercedes Benz car worth $500,000 Ghana cedis for himself. The lecturers claim Professor Owusu-Marfo failed to go through the appropriate procedures to acquire the vehicle. The rector, who has been suspended by the Governing Council pending the outcome of an investigation into the allegations, has denied the accusations against him. Here's Rafiq Salam's report.
Make no mistake, this is not Mercedes Benz in a Formula One race, but rather the suspended rector of the Polytechnic, Professor Emmanuel Marfo, meandering his way out of storms used to block him from entering his office by lecturers of the Polytechnic. Professor Emmanuel Marfo returned to the Polytechnic for the first time following his suspension by the Governing Council of the Polytechnic last Thursday, after members of the various labor unions accused him of willful breaching procurement procedures and abuse of office. He told Joy News in an exclusive interview that he went to the Polytechnic after filing a writ praying to the High Court to overturn his suspension.
After parking there for some few minutes, all I realized was some people trying to put a lot of blocks behind my saloon car, that is a Mercedes Benz 2017 model. And I could see that it was really bad, about 100 of them. And the leader was this Ahmed Mubashi, who has been destroying me in respect to defaming me. He wasn't the only person. I saw even the driver called Frank, who drives the registrar. And another person who had said that I had not promoted him because I had not got enough time to look at his documents. And a whole lot of them. When I saw them, I was shocked. About 100 of them with logs, wood logs, and then sticks and stones ready to attack me. I was shocked. In the initial time, when I tried to reverse back, thank God, the car was able to climb the blocks. And then trying to go forward, I saw the electrical pole, very big one. And I could not see how the car could climb it, but thank God, I came back a bit and then moved fast, and the car was able to make it.
Chairman of the Coalition of Labor Unions at the Polytechnic, Bami Mubasir, however, disagreed with the suspended rector, saying that they only blocked the roads because of the manner he was driving at the campus.
Came with at some excruciating speed, entered, took his right-hand side and went to a library block to some top speed. The speed made most of us so worried that we had no other option, but we had to mobilize and said, no, you don't drive this way on our campus. So for that matter, we needed to block the road to reduce his speed. So we put some locks on the road and he went in. Later on came out. There was an electric pole, very electric pole, that was used in blocking the road. But he used the Benz car to climb that pole, came down with, I don't know what symbol is this, but that was the symbol he used. I said, fuck you ass, the Benz car.
He said per the directive of the Governing Council, they expected him to park the Mercedes Benz. He said per the directive of the Governing Council, they expected him to park the Mercedes Benz 2017 C200 model, which is the bone of contention.
He didn't get council approval when he procured the car, which is not allowed. Polytechnic Act is straightforward. Polytechnic Act 745 says that all resources of the institution belong to the Polytechnic. Yes, assets or financial. So if you go ahead and then you go and procure something, you're always supposed to present budgetary estimate to council for council to approve for you to spend. So if you haven't done that and you go ahead and procure, now it's not acceptable.
Professor Marfo, however, said he did no wrong in procuring the luxurious car.
The right processes was followed, and processes were followed, and there's nothing like, we just got up and then purchased it through the wrong means. No, or the wrong processes.
Chairman of the Governing Council of the Polytechnic, Professor Daniel Berger, expressed worry over the new development at the Polytechnic.
We have come a long way in the sense that, some of these court cases, culminated in the what we call the dissolution of council, the previous council, the establishment of the interim management committee, who brought the rector and other professors into office. And so when we were inaugurated in September last year, I thought that our major lesson we are going to bring all the factions together. It appears like we are not really making any headway.
We can probably expect a showdown between the suspended rector and the lecturers now that the former has threatened fire and brimstone to report at work on Tuesday. Reporting for Joy News, Rafiq Salam. Wow.
Well, let's get some updates now from Rafiq Salam, our man on the beat. Hello, Rafiq. Unfortunately, we lost him there. We're going to pick updates from him on what exactly is happening in the school today with regards to this particular situation. And we know that the head of the lecturers there, or head of POTAC at that polytechnic, says that if the rector comes in with some force again today, they're going to resist him. But if he comes with peace, well, they are open to talks. We'll try and raise Rafiq on the line quickly and get some updates. Hello, Rafiq, I can hear you. If you can hear me, can you kindly update us on the situation at the WA Polytechnic?
I can report to you that calm has returned to the WA Polytechnic. The lecturers, the staff of the Polytechnic are going about their normal duties. And then also the rector, or the embattled rector, is still not yet at post. He hasn't been here, even though he threatened fire and brimstone yesterday that he was going to come to the school with armed policemen. We are yet to see him at the school. And so calm has really returned to the school, and business is as usual at the school.
But do we know what is happening or the progress of investigation into accusations of financial impropriety against him?
Speaking with the chairman of the governing council of the Polytechnic, Professor Daniel Baga, he told me yesterday that a 3-member committee has been set up to look into the issue, and then they have been given 2 weeks to present their report. And so investigation have started in earnest, and then it will be concluded in 2 weeks.
Thank you very much for the updates, Rafiq Salam there. We'll follow this keenly and bring you updates on that particular story. We'll take a quick breather now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories to stay.